The next topic is super easy. This is fine versus applied art. Let's talk about the definitions of fine and applied art before we begin our game for the day. So, fine art is art with no practical purpose or function. Rather, it's valued in terms of visual pleasure or aesthetics. So it carries a visual message. The artist created it purely to be taken in by the viewer, and it does not serve another purpose. It doesn't have another use. Examples of fine art would be drawing, painting, sculpture. I like to tell students that fine art is generally what you find in a gallery or museum space. Whereas applied art is the design or decoration of functional objects to make them pleasing to the eye. This can include, but definitely isn't limited to, quilts, pottery, furniture, advertisements, etc. So applied art has a purpose, it has a use, but it's decorative, so it's still pleasing to the eye, it's still considered art, but sometimes they call it craft because it actually serves a practical purpose, not just merely to be looked at. So that's all there is to it. So it's time to play fine or applied. Woohoo! So I want you to play along as we play right here in the video. And while you look at this following slides, I want you to think for yourself. Does it serve a purpose? If it does, if it has a functional use, it's applied art. You could think, or is it just for show? If it is, it would be considered fine art. So here's the first one. We see a painting of a wooded scene. All right, so think to yourself, is that fine art or applied art? All right, it's visually, aesthetically pleasing. Sure. Does it serve a use? Not really. So it would be fine art. Here's the next one. This is not a painting or a drawing. It's actually a close-up of a quilt. Pennsylvania Dutch style, actually, right here in Pennsylvania. So is it fine or applied? Think about what you use a quilt for. Sure, some people hang quilts on the wall, but other people use them as a bedspread to keep warm. So it would be applied art. Oh my gosh, you're already probably thinking, how easy is this, right? All right, here's Rodin's sculpture, The Thinker. Is it fine or applied art? If you said fine art, you are correct. Okay, photograph of a burger. Oh, wait, it goes a little beyond that. This is actually an advertisement, which serves a purpose to advertise or sell a product. So is it fine or applied? Yes, it is applied. Here is a decorative table. Fine or applied? If you said applied, you are correct. A few more, stick with me. Here's the next one. It might look like a sculpture, but if you look closely, it's actually a sculpture on a vase. So a vase serves a purpose to house a bouquet of flowers, but this one takes an extra artistic step up and makes it visually interesting or visually pleasing. So it would be applied because it's art that serves a purpose. Whereas the painting of Mona Lisa, fine, yes, fine art. What about this black and white photograph? Oh, we didn't cover photography, did we? Photography would actually come under fine art. What about these? All right, take a moment to look at them. What am I looking at? Okay, I thought I was looking at little sculptures for a minute, but I see that one is a knife, one is scissors, one's a carrot peeler. Yes, these are kitchen implements and they are applied. Here's a sculpture of a frog. Serves no practical use, so it is fine art. Here's a Tiffany style stained glass lamp with a sculptural base showing some really cool tree frogs. I would love to have this in my house. But it's a lamp, so although it took talent and skill just like many other art forms, it would fall under applied art. And that brings us to the end of the presentation. Hopefully you found that super simple and super easy to understand. And I want you to move on to the quiz to check for your understanding.